Hi guys, this is Ben from Outdoor Hiking Therapy, and yeah, it's been a while since I've done a trip or done a hiking video. So today I'm out back in Lost World again, and I'm going to attempt to climb that mountain that's right behind me there, just up there. It's called Mount Razorback. So I'm going to attempt to hike up there and camp overnight and come back tomorrow. So I'm down here at the Lost World guest house car park. There's not much here, but yeah, I'm gonna get my gear on and put my pack on, and got to walk back down the road a bit and then go up the ridge and then up the slope and then come along the ridge all the way up to the top there. Now there's supposed to be a spring up there. This is my old stomping grounds pretty much. I was out here, last time I was out here and went up to the top there, I was 10, so it's about 28 years ago. So yeah, I've got fond memories of doing that with my dad and my brother, so hopefully I can get up there, and the spring's hopefully still running because it's pretty dry out here at the moment. Haven't had a lot of rain in the last few months, so hopefully there's some water up there, but if not, I'm definitely taking 3 litres of water up with me. Might be a bit of a overkill. Hopefully there's water up there, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. Yeah, so I will head up there now and take you along with me. Thanks for coming along. That's where I'm going. Got to go up that ridge line there to get up to the top. But to do that safely, I've got to walk down the road here, probably it's about 600 metres, 700 metres, to a little shoulder that I can go up. Well, this is where I'm leaving the road, and I'm going to head up that direction there onto the ridgeline and follow the ridgeline along. There's a nice cliff face there, so I've actually got to go around that side of it to get up on top. So that's the direction I'm going. Well, I've made it up to the ridgeline. Tell you what, that slope was no joke. It's probably about a kilometre, the trail, and I think it come up about 200, roughly 200 metres. I'll tell you what though, short, sweet and steep. Definitely got the heart rate going. Or maybe it's just I'm not as fit as I was, which is probably more to the point since I haven't been doing any hiking for a while. So I'm going to head up that ridge line that's right behind me there and head up towards the top. Alright. Once I get my breath back, of course, I'll see you up the trail a bit further. This will give you some kind of idea of the gradient of this slope. That there is level. And that's what I've got to go up. Probably looking at about a 30-35 degree angle, I reckon. It's quite steep. Easy to follow, I'm just following this fence line all the way up, but yeah, it's definitely no joke. It's kicking my butt. But I've only got to get up just up the top there. Up in there, you can just see the blue sky through the trees. That's the top of the ridge. And then I'll turn right and head that way along that ridge up to the Mount Razorback. Well, I've made it up to the ridgeline. That there behind me is what I just came up. Straight up through there. And if I turn around, you can see into the next valley beside the valley. Like there's the valley that I just came up from, and then this one is over the ridge and down into the next valley. Over that way over there is Lamington National Park, and O'Reilly's guest house is over that way as well. But yeah, that's the other branch of the Albert River down in that valley. So what's behind me there, that's the ridgeline that I'm going to go up now, and it's not quite as steep as what I just came up, so hopefully it'll be alright. I've done 2.75 kilometres, 2.75 kilometres, and I've gone up 326 metres. So it's a fair slope. I've probably done about half the elevation for this total hike, just getting up to the ridgeline. So I've got about another 350-400 metres of elevation to go, according to the GPS track that I'm following. So yeah, I'll keep heading up further, and I'll see if I can get some views up there. Well, there's a view. If you look through there, that mountain just in the middle of the screen, just there, I believe is either Mount Barney or Mount Maroon. I think it might be Mount Maroon. This is looking down into the valley where I just drove up in that valley, right up over to here, down in the valley, and then walked up this ridge up this way. Yeah, that's down into Lost World Valley, where I grew up as a kid. Hence me saying earlier, this is my old stomping grounds. We lived in a house, I think it's actually that house right there, you can only just see it, called Ten Talon. That's where I spent a lot of my childhood. Good times, playing in the creek, catching fish, exploring in the hills, and yeah, pretty much the first sort of time that I really started to fall in love with the bush and outdoor activities and that sort of thing. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to keep heading up here. There's a lot of grass trees, which are really cool. There's been a fire through here recently. There's a lot of trees that are burning out. Maybe within the last 6 months, I'd say. And keep heading up the hill here. It's a nice rocky outcrop up there. And following the ridgeline. It's a nice sort of drizzly, misty day. But at least it keeps it cooler. Being summer in Queensland, it gets rather hot. Today I think it's only about 25, 26 degrees, which is not too bad for a summer day. Well, I've come to a section that's all big boulders. I've got to climb up on top of that to get on top, back on top of the ridge, because the ridge is up there. So doesn't look too hard. A little bit of a scramble up there and up on top of the ridge again. tell you what, this ridgeline is every bit of what I remember when I was 10. Yeah, if you're scared of heights, I wouldn't suggest doing this one. I'm going to turn the camera around and show you why. And this is not even the bad bit yet. This is the ridgeline that I'm walking along. Drops straight into one valley there. That's the valley I came up from. And straight into the valley down there where the other branch of the Albert River is. So you're just walking along this nice skinny little ridge. And from what I'm led to believe, it gets worse as you get up there, because that's the Mount Razorback there that I have to get up to. But yeah, I do remember it being fairly sketchy when I was a kid, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be just as sketchy as what I remember it. But I'm going to do my best to get up there, see if I can find this spring, and hopefully it's running. Well, this is where I wish I had a GoPro so I could film this, because I'm definitely not walking across here with the camera in my hands. But that's where I'm headed up there. It's just starting to rain a little bit too, as you can see all the cloud and mist coming in to the valleys. Just starting to drizzle a bit, so hopefully that doesn't make it too bad, too slippery. But I'll play it by ear and see how I go. Well, that was a near miss. Where am I? See where that tree is there? I just slid straight down that slope there. Stood on a rock up there, and it yeah, just went out from under my feet. Went down on my butt. Fell down to here, but probably only slid maybe 5 meters or so. But I have to get the heart rate going, considering that's where I would have kept going. Plenty of trees to break me fall, but yeah, I've got to get up there somehow. As you can tell, bit of dirt there. And don't know what the back of my leg or my butt looks like, but it's a bit sore. Oh well, these things happen. I will keep heading up, see if I can get up over this ridge here. I'm sort of down off the top at the moment, just because you can't get up there because it's so much of a like a rock face to get up there, so you've got to sort of skirt around the side of it, which is what I'm attempting to do at the moment. So I will keep going, and hopefully that's my last fall, because I did not like that one. Well, would you look at that? I'm on the top of a mountain, about 900 meters above sea level, 900 meters of elevation, and guess what? There's a spring. That just seems strange to me that there's water coming out of the ground so far up. But yep, I've found the spring, and even though it's really dry out here at the moment, it's still running. Only just, but a trickle nonetheless. Definitely enough for my water needs. That's awesome. And I believe it goes over the edge here and drops in a little waterfall. Well, I'm all set up. Got my gear under the top, hammock set up, the rain fly. Should be enough to keep the rain off me tonight. But yeah, definitely more comfortable sleeping in this than in the tent, for me anyway. So she's all set up, and yeah, just going to get some get a coffee going or something like that, or something to eat. I'm a bit hungry, and enjoy this view. When the mist clears, of course. But what a view down into the valley. Well, come to the end of the day. I've had some dinner, had a nice warm coffee, nice hot coffee, and yeah, I think the events of the day are and the hike is catching up with me, and I'm going to hit the hay, and I'll catch up with these in the morning. Well, I'm all packed up and ready to head back down. It's a pretty drizzly, miserable day, but I'm just going to take my time so I don't slip too much, and do it as safely as I possibly can. But yeah, I'll probably won't be able to film too much because it is raining. Just put my phone away, and yeah, I'll update you when I get back to the bottom, hopefully. Well, this is a lesson in don't take your pack off and slide it down the hill without a rope on it. This is where it ended up. That's where it came from, up on top of that ridge there, up on top of that rock. That's where I was. On the plus side, better the bag than me, because that's one hell of a drop there. That's probably about a good 8-10 metre drop just off that bit there. The bags ended up probably a good 50 odd metres down the hill. Luckily there was a log here that stopped it. Otherwise I would have been saying kiss it goodbye, I think. So now I've got to see whether it's wrecked or enough that I can actually get it on my back. That'd be nice. And then get it back up the hill. That's going to be the fun part. I've made it back to my car. Tell you what, that hike is definitely not for people that aren't very confident in their hiking skills or their scrambling skills. Definitely, I would say, experts only. That was right on the limit of my expertise, especially with it being really muddy and wet. Like, when my bag went, that could have been me. And, you know, that would have been airlifted out of their material if I survived. So it's pretty dangerous and sketchy when it's wet and real muddy like it was today. Might be different on a bit of a dry day, but definitely not real good today. But I made it back in one piece. Only had a few small tumbles on the way, mainly just slipping over on the mud. But yeah, I can definitely attest to the strength and durability of the Osprey bags. This is the Osprey Exos, and yeah, it took 50-60 metre tumble with a 10 metre straight drop down, smashed into a log, and it's got one little tear in it. I'll just turn around and show you. That there is the only little tear, and it's on the back stretchy pad, or stretchy pocket. You can probably easily patch that up, but the whole bag stayed completely shut. None of the buckles broke off, anything. I am absolutely amazed that it's still in one piece after that fall. Well, anyway, I'm going to go have a nice swim in the creek and cool off a bit before I head home. So if you like this kind of content and want to see more of my hiking videos, just remember to subscribe and hit the little notification bell, and that way you'll be notified when I put up my next video. I promise it won't be so long this time. Sort of life just got in the way, but yeah, I'm definitely planning on doing some more, especially now that it's cooling off a bit. So yeah, until next time, hike on.